had to combine their portal guns to escape the death trap. After leaving, they track him down, and yet again we see how well he can lead. Yeah, it's a long and extremely badass fight. Because Rick is blind to emotion, Evil Morty is the one who actually takes Rick Prime out by pulling the old switch without him. He incapacitates him, steals the Omega device's schematics, and then revives our Rick to take Prime out. You know, I wondered why he did this, but in the next scene, Evil Morty says, "How's it feel? Better? No? Exactly the same? Yeah, it always does." I feel like he let Rick kill Prime because he knew it would make him feel like shit. In a way, taking away Rick's only purpose, killing his nemesis, is actually the worst thing he could have done to him. He destroys Prime's Omega device and then threatens Rick to never come after him or he will erase him from humanity. And he says one of his best lines. Wait, why not just do it? Let's use it. Let's get you alone.
Alrighty, we're here. Sorry for the delay. Whoop, hold on, I got a light on. There we go. Sorry about that. I had a number of things to attend to after I clicked the start button. Alright. Last time you got through the whole intro sequence. Just a day ago, the local tea shop exploded, and it's your job to figure out why. For some reason, you woke up at the bottom of a morgue. Great start. You had a little chat with Viskin, the pale-faced local mortician. Then you went out to explore the city. Now, Tolstad is a pretty big place, but the tiny snippet that you're focused on already has a ton of people around. You had a ton to look at, and you still need to find that goblin chieftain. Interesting. Ooh. Scary. Cool. A shard of Jor. Something's inside this old vase. What is it? Incense and more crowns. There's doors down there. A divine shrine. What other gods are there? Did I? No. Did I ever interact with this wall? Can you call this art? Place your hand upon the wall. Truly ancient. You feel an esoteric urge to communicate with this object. Tell me your secrets. Failure. Your focus falters. There is nothing to answer you. But something is there, beyond the silent hard stone. Try again tomorrow, perhaps. What does it mean? It represents a devotion, albeit in an asinine way. The coins stand for all the fat loot the dragon brought to her people. You could get behind that. The fire is the soul, a boundary between the real and the heartful. What does this tell me about the state of Norvik? Nothing. The goblins are artists. Oh, okay. So we could retry it, but there's no need to yet. Did I already talk with this guy? Huh. Hello again, cleric. Okay. What is this? Overgrown, ancient, sort of interesting. Embedded in the earth, you find weather-bitten stone in the shape of a spiral. Its edges are worn down, smooth almost, and behind you lies the head of what was once a snail statue. There is something here, but can you understand it yet? Its purpose? Touch the surface. It is cold. Your hands run across the stone, finding it more coarse than you thought. The ridges in the spiral are even smoother. You find that they are not at all coarse. Following it, you feel the markings of a sculptor's pick, but they are smoothed out. As if produced by mortal hands. As if produced not by mortal hands, but by magical precision. 1 second. Click. There we go. You realize this was most certainly an esoterically constructed art piece. What's more, you do feel the outline of a script. Symbols. Runes? Your fingers trace them faintly along the spiral shell of the snail. The symbols do not mean anything to you. What's with the snail stuff? Norvik is built upon layers and layers of ruins. And who knows what kinds of strange civilization built all these snail things. Thus, you will surely find many of these snail symbols and spiral shapes around the city. Tell me your secrets. No response. Tell me your secrets, damn it! Punch the monument. I'm probably gonna lose a health, huh? Your fist makes contact with the hard surface. A crack follows, along with a shooting pain up your arm and spreading through your fingers. The crack came from the rock. Lifting your fist, you realize you've left a minor crack in the surface. You're alright, rock. You're alright. The rock stares at you menacingly, but a piece of it fell off from your violent act. Oh, we got a shard of joy. Put it in your pouch. Wait, you damaged it? With your fist? The stone is very brittle. Interesting. Okay, let's talk to this guy. You find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader, and his haircut is fit for an Ascani nobleman. A superficial fellow. Behind him, a vast view of the mouth of River Torna. The goblin cares much about looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Let me guess. You're the cleric. Taking you for granted, this goblin needs to learn humility. No, I'm not. No? Alright, and fuck off. I think actually He groans and looks back to you. He is both tired and annoyed. Citizen, you do so with great stride. What? Yeah, sure. What the hell? I mean, I am a cleric. I'm so stupid. Because I can just lie about whatever class I am. I almost don't want to talk to this guy yet. You're greeted by a very annoyed goblin. I'm actually the cleric, I think. Never mind, keep fucking off. You do so with great stride. Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. Quick save. I think I have to affirm that I'm the cleric. Right, of course you are. I'm Snell, runner and handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. Old lady? His wife? Greet the goblin kindly. This is the beginning of a great cultural cooperation and exchange. HWBT, the Halfway Bridge Tribe. You seem surprised to have to explain that to you. I am from the local government. I know, we don't get Earthguard here often. Especially clerics. Right, you were expecting me. Sure was. Still are, so... The goblin looks around, clearly struggling to find the right words. Sleep deprived? Okay. Right. Head down to the garden throne, but, He waves his claw towards you. What's all this? You look like human shit. You've been floating around in the banks of the river. Your uniform shows it. He's making a playful jab. Don't worry about it. The gall. You should teach him a lesson. By the way, I wonder if that's me. I wonder if that strength right there is me before getting thrown in the river. Because that looks like somebody with their hands tied behind their back and obviously a sword through them. I fell into the river. He gives a shocked laugh. Wait, really? It's fine. Somebody fished me up. Lucky you, I suppose. Just dust yourself off. The dragon's waiting. And trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Is she spooky? Yeah, real scary. Insult her and she'll bite your head off. Then she'll scorch your corpse to dust. He laughs and crosses his arms. Ah, but seriously, she will fuck you up if you ignore her. Not a jest. Tell me more about her. Sure. For starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik. And considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job. Okay, lead me to her. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edges. And enjoy the garden. He is nervous. That makes you nervous. Your body trembles. This dragon sounds dangerous. Keep track of her fangs. You look out over the river. The cold Ascani wind seeps through the cracks of your helmet. Follow him down the stairs. You do so, with great stride. The sacred river fights against red rocks. These railings follow the Safety Council standards of 2022. Of 22, rather, sorry. A dank smell from below. I want to explore elsewhere, but we should go here first, I think. That's not her, that's a mushroom lady. This is the Goblin Garden. Who are you? Nisquilla Nasan of the Green. Oh, Neswakala. Speak with animals? Ooh, I might just steal that. I don't know. Engage. At the top of the garden lookout, you see a strange creature hunched over. She appears to be massaging some shrooms. Underneath a large red hat, her drooping gaze slowly glides towards you. Not a hat. She's got an actual mushroom growing out of her skull. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl on the table and gives you a creepy grin. Nice corner you got there. Slowly, and in an appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils. And her grin widens even more. Somehow. Abort. Run. Leave. Her expression leaves your legs weak, and not in a good way. Ears. White hair. Ashen hue. And those eyes. An elf? Aren't they rare? Elves don't hang around in Norvik a lot. They usually stay away from lesser folk. But look at her. This is no elf of Illim. This is a dark elf. Hello, elf. You hear a guttural chuckle leave her lips. A man delves into his garden, his sights set on the mysterious below. Are you that man? Am I that man? More or less. Creepy. Is she trying to intimidate you? I'm a man. Oh, a man's man. Exotic. The elf stammers. Or is that an idiolect? The elf does not as much as stammer, as much as she tastes some words more than others. She turns around, her red eyes glimmering beyond a mist of spores. Neswikala of the Green. Call me Nessun. I am underling to Hierophant Ofadana. That is ridiculous. Why would a dark elf be an understudy to an elephant? As you look into your eyes, as you look into her eyes, you can feel it. She communes with nature itself on the regular. You're a spellcaster. She gives you a goofy smile and a nod. I've spent my days handling primal forces, that which grows and decays. Do you know much of it? Primal, one of the 3 pillars of magic. It is represented in the natural, wild, savage, and elemental forces of Jor. They cannot be controlled, only bargained with. No. Do you? I learn new things every waking. But no. I would not say I know much at all. She lowers her gaze for what you realize is the first time since she raised it. I would like to hear your tale, human. There is much to be learned from your folk and your settlement in this band. How sustainable is your lifestyle? Sustainable? How do you replenish the resources you consume? And if you do not, how many years until depletion? You mean me in particular, or my people? Both, or either. She presses down a mushroom in her bowl, sending a puff of spores into the air. I'm supposed to know that. I do not mean an exact number of hours, or even years until you run out of natural resources. Just an approximation, and perhaps a toll of the impact on others in your vicinity. You want to answer now? If you have it. But there is no stress. Think about it. If you focus on yourself, you can probably sustain yourself for a long-ass time. Not yourself. The elf speaks of the realm. How long until your way of life collapses? To keep one balanced with the primal forces of the land is the only just way to live. I personally could live on an apple a day. That's pretty sustainable. Or I could say we live in balance here in this city. You truly believe that? I hope so. Hope is a good thing. It might lead you down the right trail. I've watched your people for some time from a distance. I'm not one to make judgments. That is for the earth and the sea. But it worries me how few primal forces there are to keep you at bay. Primal forces? She places a palm against the rough floor. Ofadana has helped to keep the undersea from being overtaken by unbalancing powers. Demigods, fiends, celestials, your humans, arcanists. Each creates a power that not only overtakes the primal, they do so with ease. The great war your kind waged upon one another delayed it, but I do certainly believe it is inevitable. She speaks of the unsustainable nature of magic. Don't worry, nature always survives. Most often it does, but look at your so-called burned coast, and those cursed lands in Dimenor. Nature makes it through most things, but there are forces in this world that can wring the life out of every band if it so wishes. Magic is not what it used to be, but she is wise to stay. We must stay vigilant. She takes a deep and deliberate breath. Now, enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate? The elf speaks of nature as a close ally. You should... Wait, what did she just ask? Stare at her. She asked if we had a girlfriend, and it started a combat encounter. Your cheeks clench. No, not good. Calm down. This is not a hostile situation. Interesting. No, it's not combat. Calm down. It's okay. Elaborate. Of course. I apologize if I was vague. I only mean most humans in this settlement group in pairs. I wondered if those of your kind do the same. Form such long-term committed partnerships. She did not have ill intent in her original inquiry. No, I'm married to my work. She lowers her mushroom cap and sighs. I see. It is the same here, then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone. You're never alone, even when it feels like you are. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid to her mushroom bowl. If this old elf can guide you in any way, make it so. If not, I will return to my toil. Interesting. You don't look like an elf. What do elves look like? I suppose there are many kinds of elves. She nods. We do not call ourselves that, but to your people, yes, I am an elf. Pimea. She closes her eyes. Pimea yo oli taina tatia. We are the elves of the stars. Pimea is the name for their people, but it is not correct. Remember that. Oh, Pimea is our name for their people, but it is not correct. Any questions? You speak Elvish. She looks to the side, then back to you. Your grasp on the human tongue is remarkable as well. She's too kind. Do your people have a great civilization below? No. I believe your people would call us nomads. So you're from the Undercoast. How do I get there? Holes and tunnels. There are more than enough, even within viewing distance. Though I'd recommend gating Lady Sageleaf's approval first. Damn, I'm glad I didn't just like reflex click that. I don't like elves. That's so mean. She finds you reasonable? Good. What do you know about the tea shop? Only what the roots whisper to me. The elf leans closer, twisting her head to the side. You must delve deep, human. Something rotten happened that day. The green quakes. They fear what's to come. They whisper. Do they whisper anything useful? She leans back and lets out a resigned sigh. You do not speak with the trees often, do you? Oh, she has a snail on her hat. I don't know what that means, but there's snail imagery up top, and I remember them mentioning it, so, you know, just something to note of. You should stop and listen more often. So you were here when it exploded? No, I was much further below. And what do the goblins whisper about? That the city is at fault. That Lady Sageleaf should take over. The usual. What do you think happened? I will not deliberate on things I have no knowledge about. A refreshing sentiment. Thank you. You are welcome. Okay, that's it. Bye. Quick save. Human. A friendly greeting. Huge. You kneel. You need to prove it. Your attunement to nature. Interesting. Yes, yes. She places the bowl from her desk to the ground below you. You must show what you've learned in your studies. The primal forces are complicated, but you can still sense the tingle of Jor's strings through every branch and mushroom. Hold your hand over her bowl. As you reach out, the elf hums. She then moves the bowl even closer to you. You believe. That is all you require. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors in the tower used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushrooms inside this bowl, the strings within them, around them. Grab one of them. Change it. Twist a string. What? At first, nothing. Then a twinge. Whatever you touched, it is connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf nods. What did I do? You ruined my brew. It's fine. Listen. Oh. Whoops. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. You performed an act of druidcraft, human. Use druidcraft to unlock unique interactions with the natural world. What the hell? That's so cool! It's just a little interaction and I get a whole new mechanic for it? I did? She gives you a lecherous smirk. Nessun grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushrooms onto the ground. The contents wriggle before you. I made the mushrooms come to life? She looks up, reassuring you. No, they're supposed to move like that. You do not perform that big of an esoteric feat. Not yet, at least. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desk. Perhaps you can be one human I share knowledge with, if that's what you wish. I love plants. Class conflict updated. Primal kin completed. Very well. What do you want to know? That's really cool. I wish I could open my journal from here. I want to learn how to speak with animals. That shouldn't be too hard. Here, a spell scroll to get you started. Very cool. Oh, speak with animals is going to be awesome. That's going to be convenient as hell. Cast them when you have an animal to speak with, and you should be able to hold a conversation, as long as you can keep up. What is druidcraft, really? I would call it a most useful path of communication with nature. It can be used for many a thing, but for you, I would suggest focusing on the basics. Use it to move peacefully through the roots, and to show your balanced nature to those primal spirits who roam below. Can druids create magical food, perhaps? Certainly. There is a spell that would be very useful for you, since you're on the run all the time. Good apple. It creates 5 apples. Each can feed a grown man for a full day. Apples? Huh. Smirk. I don't have that spell scroll, sorry. But I do seem to remember. I handed one to Moongore. She might keep one in the roots of Pooh. Moongore? One of Sage Leaf's enforcers. A bugbear. Lovely woman. Quite the bite on her. Oh my god. What is she implying? I know what she's implying, goddamn. How can I get the good apple spell scroll? Just tell her I sent you. Moongore and I are friends. Are these apples real or fake? They're real. I've customized the spell myself, in the process of helping Sage Leaf's apple strains down here. Magically created, yes, but real. Can nature protect me? Of course, with barkskin. I do have a spell scroll of it, but it's down in the roots, below the garden. If you pass by, take it. I keep a cache hidden underneath Lord Pooh. Pooh? A cute nickname. She giggles. We have a password. Just say, Minun Sexikas Puni, and he'll open right up. You can have the other stuff inside as well, since Sage Leaf wants you to succeed. Oh, great, thanks. You're welcome. She gives you a creepy smile. Just give the password, and he'll grant you access. What are these primal forces? Nature. Whew. Her face says it's self-explanatory. That includes, but is not limited to, elements, life, anything that grows, really. It is that which exists at the core of all. But even after alterations, it remains within. Generally speaking, a clump of ore will be more primal than a forged blade. In short, the primal emerges from natural energies. Not following. Not interested either. What differs from primal from arcane and divine forces? She squints and stares at you for a while. The answer to that could be many. It would lean towards saying that they differ only in origin. But that origin makes all the difference in the world. How do you mean? Or sure, that makes sense. Good. I am not too good at teaching. I am more of an exploratory esotericist. She gives you a slow nod. Thank you. Let's see, I can't ask any more questions. Who are you voting for in the election? I am not a citizen of Norvik. Okay, cool. Cool. That's it. Bye. Yeah, she has swamp extract, but... Oh, I can do a level thing. Let's see. I could put a couple points into strength, maybe. Maybe I'll do one into dexterity. Whispering to the spirits of nature, you create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that follows you. The effect allows you to engage with primal entities that would otherwise hide from your presence. I'll be damned. There's like gnomes and stuff. A tiny primal spirit. Shwee! I don't think. I don't think I can actually interact with these things. Weird. Those before left many holes in the Berggrund. Okay. Your stomach twists. Beware her illusion. The dragon herself. Lady Sageleaf. Pixie dust slush. Golden apple. Ring of regeneration. The goblin glares at you with his muscles. You approach him below a sprawling tree. The well-dressed goblin stands proud beside his master. Go ahead, cleric. With a proud smirk, he motions towards the wooden throne. Much of his personhood hinges upon the throne and its owner. You should stand before the throne. Address her court. Okay, then. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this great tree, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding up the dirt ceiling above. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as it is threatening. Her eyes follow you with an intensity. Reminds you of a certain pale man. So this is the dragon. Yes, I can see it. Her glare is horrific. Cleric of Norvik, of earth and river. Her shrill voice echoes throughout the chamber. She's talking to you. You're the cleric. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her words are tainted in disdain. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour. So tell me, human. You should run. No, wait. You can't, but you should. Dominion. She has control here. Why am I sitting here waiting? It's not that late. It's only been like a day. An immense presence. You have no power here. Every word you say here could have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. My apologies, lady. Her frown turns into a weary expression. Whatever. She does not feel like mauling you now. You are dancing on a fine line. Hers is a frightful presence. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Constitution. Come on, DC 10. Oh, +3, we're good. Thank God. You brace your entire being as you meet her glare. With trembling innards, you resist. You stand. Good. She's not impressed. Just happy you did not completely lose your mind. The dragon leans on her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in an inferno, in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road. She roars, and you stand your ground. And yet Magistrate Darrow, she spits out the name like it's a curse word. He alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. She appears to have been stewing over this annoyance for some time. He alone believes that the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction. Where is your usual jurisdiction? She leans back and picks something from between her fangs. I have an official recognition of law on Lower Tolstead. Okay, why does Darrow say that? Because he's a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. Sounds awesome. And where exactly is the tea shop located? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out of a corner of the central fort, just above the holes next to the pillar. The holes. Common slang for the central spire of apartments in Tolstad. The lower ones are less fancy. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. That means it's a part of the core foundation of this island's fortress. Therefore, that property is legally an underground rental unit. Lady. My people have been handling that damn crow's contract for years. But no, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premises. To deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it is the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business here in Norvik. And don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snell, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. Lady Sageleaf. The magistrate says it was an accident, involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone in to actually investigate the scene. You want to check it out yourselves? Of course. The lady glances at him. I don't even think I have something in my throat, but maybe my... The lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. He's embarrassed. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Thank the gods. Who are the injured? We only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. Huh, that ain't a real name. He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, "He looked like one of them dungeoneers, you hear? A real adventuring man," end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Water Lane. Either he went down into the dungeon or over to Water Lane. Got it. And remember, if he's wearing yellow, he's got style. Frank, son of Frank? Yeah. The Goblin knows it's fake, but it's their only lead. Cool name. Sure. A dungeoneer. If you believe it, that comment was from one of the militia members. Down to Water Lane? Yeah. Seems like he was heading in that direction. Though down could mean a number of things, Water Lane included. Fancy yellow? I'm assuming some type of Reedsian fashion. Was he inside at the time? I doubt it, considering the state of the building. Why was he there? We don't know. He is annoyed to have to answer that question. Where is he now? We don't know that. Anything else you want to know? Anything else you do know? Snell gives a nervous look to his master before answering. We have theories, but we need proof. The lady raises her claw. The unveiling has begun, cleric. Secrets in the ashes. Corruption. Madness. Politics. Bureaucracy wears her down. This is clearly the work of a rogue spellcaster. Someone who cannot go unpunished. I will bring justice to Norvik. I certainly hope so. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge Tribe and the Earthguard City Clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. The words seep out from her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. The goblin is worried. Her hope is that you step it up and take on this investigation properly. Her fear is that you will screw it up legendarily. You're the handler of this case. You worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. You catch the goblin trying to stop a grin from spreading across his face. Ooh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in this venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together, you will have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. You're going to have the pretty boy around. Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. His expression is that of shock. He did not expect this. Do not disappoint me, Snell. A new member to the party. He ignores you. The goblin takes a deep bow. Yes, Lady Sageleaf. Your will be done. At your service. First priority is the tea shop. We need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Snell has joined you as a companion. You can speak with him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. For as much as she told you, there's a danger you're missing here. The lady is keeping information from you. You should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. And you should also look for that witness. Yeah, our Frank, dressed in yellow. He winces. Either over on Water Lane or down in the city. Yeah, the port or the dungeon. I'd suggest the port since it's slightly less life-threatening, generally speaking. How do I gain access to the tea shop? Talk to your boss, Darrow. Or, I guess he's not your direct boss or whatever, but you'll still need to get an audience with him if you want to get inside the tea shop. And where is it? You know the massive pillar reaching endlessly up into the sky? Just west of that. What pillar? Very funny, asshole. Just because he's an expert on boring local monuments doesn't mean you have to be. Just look up. Yeah, let's go. Cleric, you've returned. Okay. I have some other stuff on the tea shop in the report.
Huh?
Jeez. A common slang shortened from Jesus, often used to exclaim a sense of shock or annoyance. Jesus was a titan who roamed Ascani during the Fade era. Famous for his visual similarity to a goose, only a lot bigger. Some ancient monuments found in modern-day Vizca seem to indicate that this titan died for the sins of all minor geese. Serious? What? Jesus is real and he died for geese. Maybe that's geeses. Fade era, the second out of 5, when Jor went silent and the ancient terrors were slowly replaced by those in charge today. This is when humans first arrived, for example. Is this your garden? No. This is a sanctuary for all. I am just its keeper. Do people live down here? Yes. How? How does this garden function? We use naturally occurring light sprites. Natural? Is this some kind of powerful primal magic? This is no primal magic. It's something different. Further below, we also cultivate a range of deep fungi. Fungi is edible. Tasty. If you meet her, speak with my gardener. She can speak more on the subject. So it's your garden. Ah, got it. Nice garden. Thank you. So the Halfway Bridge Tribe, what is it? It's an affiliation, an organization, a family. Your family. Yes. That's a lot of kids. Any goblinoid willing to serve the family is welcome to my loving embrace. Why is it called the Halfway Bridge Tribe? I'd say it's obvious. My people live in the tunnels of Tolstad for 5 generations. The tunnels underneath the famous broken bridge of Norvik, the bridge that only reaches halfway across the river. When I united us, that name grew popular. Are you registered at the Tithe House? Of course. What do you take me for, some huckster? We're registered as a tribal organization, with some special regards. My role? I'm the director of operations. You dare tread into such volatile grounds? Here in my chambers? No. Smart. Fair enough. Hey, Snell. Why are you acting weird? Shut up. He turns away from you and the mushroom lady. Do not worry. The lady's runner here is not a fan of fungi. I'm just keeping a safe distance, alright? He takes a few more steps away. Your companion must have had a bad experience with mushrooms at some point. You should inquire more about that later. This info will come in later for sure. Interesting. Thank you, Mr. Garden Spirit. You approach your companion. Why are you scared of mushrooms? I'm not. A lie. But the mushroom lady said you were. Okay, fine. I don't like them. They're freaky and mushy and smell like mold. I just plain don't like them. But I'm not taking questions on it. So, anything else you want to ask, or can we go? Let's see. I want to go back upstairs real quick. Figure I'll cast Druid Craft out here. Oh. It's another shard. What is this? A tree rising far above. A show of nature's true force. Imposing tree. You look up at the branches of a bracken tree. It stands tall in the garden, towering over you. Nature is reaching tall and deep. These roots go below the city. Nay, even below the river. What's a bracken tree again? Don't know. Something to do with the thickness? To do. What does the purple fool want now? Never mind. Like a birch, but thicker. Made by primal forces of Ascani. Let's see. Look at the branches. The wind causes the leaves to dance. Wait. Between the two branches, high above. Oh! Is that a hole in the bark? A hollow. Just wide enough for you to stick your hand inside. Something glimmers up there. Treasure in a bird's nest. Yes, get up there now. It could cause great physical harm if you fell from that height. And heights are scary. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I suggest not doing that. Climb that tree. You grab onto the trunk. Pressing your entire body against the rough bark, you slowly make your way upwards. Go, go, go. Just a bit more. Please get down from there, cleric. Oh, Jesus. Reach the top. Oh, huge. Wrapping your body around the trunk, you lift yourself up. The bark is rough enough that you can get a pretty firm grip despite the vertical nature of this feat you're attempting. One foot and hand movement after another, each holding on to dear life. You take a deep breath and reach up, finally getting a hold on one of the upper branches. You've done it. Heaving yourself the last way, you get a view you did not expect. A bird's nest, unguarded, full of shiny trinkets. Shove my hand. Grab the ring, the polished stone, or the coins. Oh, jeez. If I only get 2, I'd probably want... The bleached white and polished rock doesn't look too valuable until it's in your palm. You feel the tingle. It's magic, baby. Grab the ring. Silverware of the finest kind, with a black stone in its center. Grab the coins. Several coins going straight into your pocket. Thanks, birds. Get back down. Retracing your steps, you soon find yourself back on solid ground. You lived, I'm surprised. Now can we go? Connecting with the natural world. Well done. Bye, tree. Sneaky apple. Is that you, Snow? Funny. I do know who made it. Calls himself GOBLIN. He's a bit of a twat. Let's see. I do have 6 of those shards at this point, which is really good. Do I have any bonus to dexterity stuffs? Ring of Protection dampens high damage. Sure, dude. +1 dexterity, and then this goes +1 wisdom. Okay. Okay, can you imagine those goodies? Could be worth it to climb out. I'd really like to climb out there and give it a shot. No. Come on. No, you will die. I fell into the river once, why not twice? Your gut twists at the thought of tumbling down those red rocks. Stop this. You have nothing to gain. Nothing? Now that's just not true. Your job is self-preservation. This is not it. Self-preservation becomes a lot easier with coin. Gotta risk a little to gain a lot. Nothing here to gain except another death. Boring. So very boring. But could be worth the reward, right? Yes. Then go for it. You know you can do it. It says, be here as nimble as an Algerian cat. You're as fast as a tumbling Vorjani screamer. You can do this. Oh. You steal your stomach. Barely hanging on. Oh, come on. Don't be a pussy. It's not about genitalia. It is about survival. Survival is about more than just lying in a corner trying not to die. It's about risk versus reward. About putting yourself out there and being all, hey, I'm investing my life into getting something in return. An investment of life? Yeah. Life is fragile. Of course, but you've got the skills to keep it together. Just reach out and grab it. Whatever you want. To add to this conversation, please do not use that word in such a connotation. What word? The bad word. The negative word. The word for female genitalia. What? Pussy? Yes. To attain an inherent negative trait such as cowardice to the female is a form of oppression. The suffragettes fought for decades for their rights, so we should not throw away their bravery so easily. It's a word. No one's getting hurt from it. Words shape the world. Most importantly, it is how you use a word. Instead, why don't you use the word in a more positive connotation? Instead of, don't be a pussy, you could say, be as strong as a pussy. Nice. Or more succinctly, pussy up. You do that. Sure. I think pussy up could catch on. I think that'd be fine. I think pussy up could catch on, yeah. It could. You feel rather skeptical. Anyway, can you focus on the prize here? The bird's nest. You begin the climb. Can you reach? Of course you can. You can reach anything you set your mind to. Fuck! Suddenly, you lose your grasp of anything solid, followed by air, then down, then everything is cold and strangely familiar. Your drenched uniform clings to your flesh and the red rock of Tolstoy. You are alive. You realize where you are, or at the very least an approximation. Right below the entrance to the Goblin Garden. You're lucky. If you got swept out to sea, you'd be, well, dead for one. Like, completely DIP'd. I need to get out of here. Something's in this crack. It's another shard. You could climb these, probably. The only way up. Shit. Yes, you must. You see the silhouette of a goblin up on the ledge. Hey! Jesus, you went all the way over here, huh? Just a second, gotta check around down here first. Oh. Oh, I see. There's a bunch of shards down here, so that way you can re-roll this over and over again. So you can actually get out and hopefully avoid soft locking yourself. Advantage, the goblin is helping. Okay. You simply cannot get a grip. This is not working. You almost slip off the rock entirely, but you do get another shot. Ha! But you do get another shot. Okay. Does it just let us do it over and over again? Focused, strengthened, with absolute confidence. Hell yeah. Slippery rocks, huh? For once those burly muscles actually helped. Well, hold on. We gotta go back now. I gotta go get whatever was actually in that nest. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. Do it. You begin the climb. Use one-time shard to unlock. Yeah, I have 10. God damn it. Not again. Oh, Lord. Good. Thank God. This is so stupid. I just want to know what's in the damn thing. Now, please don't do that again, okay? You fool. I'm going to, and you know it. Oh, hold on, actually. Let's go prepare some spells real quick. Speak with animals. Can I just prepare all of them? Okay, quick save. Okay, we're just gonna blast through all this. Do it. Reach. There we go. Yes. Obsidian amulet. Just barely within reach. You feel the shiny object in your palm. It lies in your hand, teeming with energy. Esoteric might. Aberrational force. Hells yeah. Enjoy your loot and leave. Advantage against aberrations. Ooh. Can I trifle with that bucket? Oh, there's a little guy underneath it. A tiny primal spirit. Strange mushroom juice. Grants a minor wisdom increase for a week. This whole thing only lasts 5 days, right? Which means that there's no reason I shouldn't just do it. Increased by 1 for a week. The whole game only lasts 5 days, though. I'm pretty sure it lasts forever. More barrels. Empty water barrels. An empty barrel. Empty being in quotations. A bike line. One bike stands out to you. A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. A tool for common man to reach distances efficiently and safely. An invaluable tool for egalitarian society. Bicycle, famously used by free striders during the early revolution to escape the magocratic forces. Now a symbol of many free cities and reeds. Bicycle. Bikes are nice. There's a stillness here. An uncommon sight at the heart of the city. This particular bike is yours. Check the chain log. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get off even if you had the key. You should take better care of this magnificent bike. Wait, this is mine? Sure is. Best way of travel in Norvik. Except, of course, on this godforsaken island fortress. Where's the key? Not here. Did you lose it somewhere? Could getting the key be a quest? That does sound like a quest you would get. Sounds like a shitty quest. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. No quest to be found here. Just sadness. Damn. See anything strange about this bike, Snell? No, it's a bicycle. He does not care. If I remember where the key is, can I bring this bike with me? First of all, don't ask me. You're an adult. Do what you want. Secondly, how the fuck are you gonna take a bike around Tolstad? You gonna carry it up and down the stairs? Sounds a bit annoying. Uh-huh. Yeah. If you find a pocket bike, that's another thing. But leave this one be. We've got work to do. You like bicycles? Not particularly. You wanna know a secret? Not particularly. This is my bike. Yep, that seems to add up. Bye, bike. When did I come to Solstad? On the 21st of March, evening. Then you fell. This is as far as you came. The pain, sudden and striking. The hair at the back of your neck, stands on end as you sense the sudden shift. Was I alone? No. A shove in the dark, swift and deadly. Do I recall anything important? You chained the bike. You stood up. Then pain. I stumbled over the stone railing. Yes. And then you broke the shit out of it. Mm-hmm. The goblin glances over to the broken fence. Interesting. You must have had a lot of drink if you took a stumble like that. I do not consume alcohol. Yeah, sure. Gives you a curious expression. The expression says, how the hell are you alive? Considering everything, we better play it cool. Real cool. Real cool. And smooth. Smooth, sure. Something like that. A hint of fear. Oh. Uh-oh. Game crashed. Oh, not. The halfway bridge. It connects with the palace and the rest of southern Norvik. Damn, what's with the random like lag here? Zerba BE. Where is she? The dwarven girl gazes around the halfway bridge before her eyes land on you. She says nothing for a while, just staring at you. No real reaction on her face. Citizen? She looks around, clearly nervous. You're worrying her, by your presence alone. I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet. I'm getting worried. I can help with that. Get excited about a potential yet very minor quest. Do we really have time for this? Snell whispers to you. She fidgets with her hands and clears her throat. She has glasses. She wears a green coat. She's human, but not that much taller than me. We were supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up yet. I'll go look. Thanks. I don't spend much time on Tolstad, so I'm lost. Okay, bye. An empty barrel, it says. There's no such thing. Your eyes land upon a series of papers nailed into the wooden facade. Getting out information to people. How do you do it? One possible way. Papers nailed on random walls. You'd be surprised how effective it can be. Some of them are torn or unintelligible. A few catch your attention. You should rip them to shreds. That'd be fun. No. Look at the flyer with the owl on it. Binders and lithographers. Everything from designing to engraving. Account, books, manufacturing. Waterlane Views, 6th. This place would fix your ruined spellbook. It's a prayer book. And yes, they could help. You barely read the faded lettering on this ink-printed flyer. Grand opening of the Stubborn Sphinx Brewery and Commercial Tavern. Served without riddles. Drunk with all charm. Pillar Crossing, 2nd. Faded Green Hammer. Oh, is that about the Asgalists? Those who share the plight of the common folk. Okay, I will not be ripping down those posters. That seems rude. Okay. We have our little goblin companion. I'm gonna take a quick little break here. I might go shopping or something. But I will be back later. I love you all. I will see you soon. And thank you all for hanging out.